Jinder Mahal, you are the new WWE champion. What message do you want to give to the WWE Universe?
I just want to tell the WWE Universe, I told you so. I've been saying since I became the #1 contender, the Maharaja will become WWE champion. You know what? It feels pretty good. And I just want to tell the WWE Universe, I plan on seeing WWE champion for a long time, so they better get used to it. The Maharaja's reign has just begun.
Hello and welcome to Kayfabe Is Dead Podcast, episode 22. I am once again here by myself, unfortunately.
What?
Oh shit, we got other people.
Yeah, bro.
Alright, we got some people today. So I'm usually by myself today. I got Jesse, who was once on this podcast.
Yo.
And I got somebody new here. His name is Willie Deadpool.
What's up?
And we all watched NXT Chicago together, NXT Takeover Chicago, and Backlash together. And so we're going to give our review on mostly Backlash, but I think we got more pleasure watching NXT Takeover Chicago, am I right?
Absolutely. NXT Takeover Chicago was phenomenal.
Now, was that... I know you watched some NXT Takeovers before. Mm-hmm. Now, they're more casual fans. I'm obviously the more avid fan, but nevertheless, any opinion is great to hear. But I know that wasn't your first Takeover, right?
No, I watched the one with... I believe it was the second Bayley versus Sasha.
So that was in Orlando. That was in Full Sail Arena, and you watched the first one too.
I did watch. I watched the first and the second one.
So that was Brooklyn and the regular NXT
Brooklyn and
Orlando.
Yeah.
So those are two stellar ones. Those are two of my favorites. Jesse, you didn't see any. I know there was one Takeover that you saw with me, but you were watching.
It was San Antonio.
Yeah, you were watching the UFC fights as well, so you didn't really catch too much. So, I mean, your first time watching a Takeover, first time seeing a lot of new faces. What you thought about it?
It's interesting. I like how they... It's pretty much like I was comparing it to Ultimate Fighter. How they introduce, like, new talent into... Because down the road, they're going to put all these fighters in the main brand with the SmackDown and Raw. And I just find it really interesting, and it's extremely smart. I like what Triple H is doing. He's the perfect, like, person to take control of that show and make the superstars what they could be in the future.
Now, so you saw new faces. Tell me we didn't see some new... I mean, you guys as more casual fans, tell me you guys didn't see some new moves, some new shit in general. I mean, I see new shit in general, and I watch wrestling every day of my life.
Yeah, I feel like that's every day.
Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne.
A fucking match.
Oh my God, fucking match. Wow. That's all I have
That had to be match of the night, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fantastic wrestlers. Great pace.
Yeah. I didn't write my notes for the Takeover just because for those I kind of just... I don't review it as in-depth as the other shows. And I just love to have fun with it. Just relax and fucking watch it. The first match, I don't know how good you guys remember it since you don't know the people. Roderick Strong and Eric Young, the crazy people.
Yes.
Roderick Strong pulled off some crazy freaking moves as well. It was that was an incredible way to start the show. Roderick Strong really impressed me, especially like I really knew as much as you guys knew about him. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I don't really watch NXT week to week, so again, I only seen like 2 matches with the guy, and for this being the third match I saw from him, I was really impressed. So I mean, the wrestling from him really drove me. But the UK match, I think
UK title match was insane.
It was absolutely phenomenal. We had Pete Dunne winning, and Tyler Bate was really looking great that whole match. And it's crazy to believe he's 20 years old.
Yeah,
20 years old.
Like we're how old are you, Jess?
19.
You're 19. You're old fuck.
I'm 18.
Yeah, I'm 18 too. You're about to be 20, Jess.
Yeah.
So
maybe Tyler Bates' age.
Tyler Bate is just 10 times more successful for you.
Yeah.
And he's been doing it for 10 years.
Yeah, that's what they said.
They said these guys are both 10-year veterans.
How'd you guys feel about JR? Did it feel nostalgic?
It brought back a lot of good memories.
Oh, greatest moment of the night.
Yeah. Every time you hear JR's voice, it just is so soothing.
Oh my God.
By God. By God, King.
Tyler Bate. Amazing wrestler.
That was actually pretty good. That was weird.
Thank you.
But yeah, NXT was overall great. The women's match was okay, but you like Nikki Cross.
Yeah.
The character work, at least.
I love her character work. Christian told me that that she was originally supposed to be.
Not
Originally supposed to,
everybody
but
wanted.
everybody wanted her to be Sister Abigail for the Wyatt family, and that just blew my mind because she would have been absolutely perfect for it. And tonight when we were watching the Eric Rowan versus
the shit fest.
a Luke Harper match, which was pretty awful. While we were watching that, I just couldn't stop thinking about Nikki Cross and how great she would have been as Sister Abigail.
Yeah.
Why wasn't that able to work out?
Well, I mean, it was just kind of like a fans. It was like fantasy booking almost.
Okay.
But as far as I don't know if it
That's
ever
not bad.
crossed WWE's mind. I wish it did because it would have been great. Or I mean, we haven't seen a Sister Abigail character in general, and I think that's what Bray Wyatt needs to really basically shine again and take over, and something new to his characters, something that he needs, especially if he doesn't have a whole family. If he just had maybe a Sister Abigail, that'd be pretty dope.
Maybe it could be his girlfriend.
I mean, they're from the South, so like.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Never know.
But Asuka retained. She's a fucking god, and
Amazing. She's a phenomenal wrestler.
yeah, she's one of the best ones I've seen, and especially I honestly have her over almost everybody except Charlotte. I think Charlotte got the most skill out of everybody, man. Even Sasha Banks, even though I love Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks is definitely my favorite, but
Yeah.
not trying to get too off topic. What other matches were there? We had the UK Championship. We
Tag
had the main
team.
championship, the actual tag team match with the main event. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. But the main championship, Bobby Roode versus Hideo Itami. Now, this was your first time seeing Hideo. Bobby Roode matches are really always slow, so I for a casual fan, it might be hard to kind of get into them.
Yeah.
Not the biggest Bobby Roode fan, to be honest.
I'm a big fan of his intro, though.
Yeah, it was your first time seeing his
Glorious.
entrance.
No, second time.
Oh, his second
When he
time.
first,
This was my first time.
It's
so-
awesome.
Nakamura, yeah.
Glorious was.
Glorious.
Yeah.
Yeah, its intro is definitely awesome. It's definitely it's probably always my favorite thing about his matches.
Yeah.
Because I'm not the biggest fan of his performance. It's like, it's always a slow build, and then the last 2 minutes is always great. That's how it was for the Nakamura matches, and that's how it was here. And, I mean, I really thought Hideo Itami was going to win for a brief second. And Hideo, he hit him with the go to sleep, who he is the original person who had that move. And Bobby Roode rolled out the ring. By the time he came back in, got settled, Hideo got hit with one DDT. Well, he actually broke out of the first DDT, and then he got hit with, later on in the match, he got hit with another one. And Bobby Roode kind of held on to it and hit him with the second time. It made Hideo look strong, Bobby Roode look even stronger. And, yeah, I mean, they don't hold the championships for weeks like they do in WWE. Like, they kind of just make the reigns really worth it, so... I didn't want Bobby Roode to lose just for that alone.
I like Bobby Roode because he looks like Bisping.
Michael Bisping?
Yeah.
He really does. I thought about that before. I think last pay-per-view.
He definitely does.
But now the main event. It was the tag team ladder match. AOP, Authors of Pain versus DIY. Apparently everybody got initials. Do it yourself. Johnny Gargano and Ciampa.
Such a good match.
Great.
It was
Great
another
match.
great match. Definitely. It was
NXT hit a home run with this card. It was just
No, that's how it is every card, bro. This is literally just a basic card for NXT standards.
that's phenomenal.
Yeah, I really liked the WrestleMania card, to be honest. But that was just for the tag team match alone. Literally, the tag team wrestling in NXT is simply phenomenal. It's probably my favorite thing going for it right now. Wow. At one point, it was the women's division. Then when Bayley and Banks, well, at the beginning, it probably was the men's division. That's when they had Neville and Sami Zayn. That was probably one of my favorite core groups. Then it went to the women's division when they had Banks and Charlotte and Bayley, and that kind of took over. And since there, it's been this tag team division. It went from American Alpha putting on shows to Revival to DIY. Now it's, Authors of Pain aren't putting on shows, but they're great characters.
dominant.
They're dominant.
Yeah.
They're absolutely dominant.
They're not supposed to be doing flips. They're huge.
Yeah.
Akam and Razar. I forgot how they pronounce it exactly.
Akam and Rosario.
They had that one spot that Ciampa suplexed him through the ladder, and the ladder literally... I've never seen a ladder snap like that.
How do you get up after that?
I don't know, but they did, and they claimed the title.
I don't
And
know.
they're still the champions. I wasn't predicting this finish, and unfortunately, like for both shows, we watched it on a delay because I had work, and you guys wanted to watch it live with me. So I knew about the heel turn, unfortunately, and I knew about Ciampa turning against Gargano. and he slaughtered him. But the way they teased it was simply amazing. They put the ending logo on, and I thought, I was like, all right, maybe I've read the wrong headline or something like that, but I definitely didn't. And he definitely turned on him.
It was sick. Ciampa was relentless. He destroyed him.
You could see his nickname is Psycho Killer, and you could like really see the psychotic side of him because his body movements while doing it, he was like relentless, and then after he did it, he literally just crossed his legs and sat there. Yep. It was really a great story, and you know how they have the montages, the things before the promo packages before they have the matches,
right?
And the next one is going to be simply amazing. And I'm tight because I was supposed to go to NXT Brooklyn, and I just found out yesterday that EJ isn't going, so that kind of means that I'm not going. But I would have been able to watch that match, and it's going to be one match of the year. Hopefully you guys, it's going to be summer, so you guys should definitely watch that with me as well. So that was NXT Takeover Chicago. That was a great show. Backlash was okay. It felt like a really good episode of SmackDown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that.
Yeah.
It started off with a disappointing, nevertheless, Shinsuke match, which is hard to come out my mouth. Pause. But it was Shinsuke versus Dolph Ziggler. This was both of you guys' first time seeing Shinsuke and Nakamura, right?
Mm-hmm. No. I saw him at San Antonio.
A match, though.
Oh, yeah, yes.
This was my first time.
Yeah, first time watching a Shinsuke match, and I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Because you didn't really get to see too much of him. I was kind of disappointed.
He didn't wrestle too well.
He didn't get to do too much.
Yeah, no.
Dolph Ziggler was very dominant.
Ziggler was dominant. Shinsuke kind of just got lucky at the end, and
he didn't really get to show you his whole arsenal of moves.
Yeah.
If you want to see a Shinsuke match, literally watch the greatest Shinsuke match. Not the greatest Shinsuke match, because I know he had some matches in New Japan. I just haven't seen those. But one of the greatest matches I've seen, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Sami Zayn, happened last year. NXT Takeover Dallas. It goes on, I think, for like 40 minutes. It's
what?
Yes, it's a great ass match.
Oh no!
Please watch it. Literally, like,
have to now.
You have to, bro. When I promise you, I'm not gassing it. You'll literally text the group chat and you'll be like, "Oh fuck!" Like it's awesome.
Wow.
But yeah, I thought this match would be a lot better than what it was, and we had a very slow start, and it kind of just went from there. It ended with Dolph Ziggler hitting a zigzag. That wasn't enough. Kick to the back of Shinsuke's head. Then it alternatively led to the exploder suplex into the Kinshasa with Shinsuke winning. It wasn't nothing special here. It felt like just a SmackDown match, literally. Yeah. Like it didn't feel like, you know how the pay-per-view matches have the pay-per-view feel? Mm-hmm. This did not have it at all.
I mean, NXT definitely conveys that, but Backlash did not do a good job.
Exactly. But tag team match. I think we all love that one.
Yeah. Tyler Breeze had me laughing the whole match.
Absolutely.
Came out with the mop.
It was Breezango versus Usos for the tag team belts, and I think even though Breezango lost, they were the winners. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because they won. I mean, you guys are just the casual fans. I knew how good Tyler Breeze was, and I never knew how good Fandango was.
Fandango is amazing.
He could fly.
Fandango's a monster. Like, I kept saying in the recent podcast, like, yeah, I never really seen too much Fandango, but now I kind of want to go back and see all of him. Like,
he seems like a very complete wrestler to me. He's very athletic, very strong.
Has the look, which is a big part of it. And we see in these segments with the fashion files, he could talk.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
He's not like afraid to cut a promo, so he has it all. To me, it's just this tag team has limitless potential to me. I think they could be a good comedy act as well as like fun, and they could wrestle, and you know what I mean? I'm sure if they wanted to get serious, they could get serious at some point. And Usos are great as well. Usos ended up winning the match with I forgot how it happened exactly. I think I wrote it down though. It was just the generic Usos winning. It was a super kick, I'm pretty sure.
Super kick, yeah.
Yeah, it was a super kick on Fandango.
Yeah.
Fandango got
Breeze got thrown over.
Yeah, Breeze got thrown over the thing, and you could tell Usos kind of miscalculated that throw, but Breeze came out with a mop. He had that gimmick going for a little bit, then he changed into an old lady.
That was hilarious.
Then literally got like got kicked, the wig came off, the glass came off, everything came off. It was funny. It was great. And then the one moment where Breeze kept rolling to the center of the ring while Usos that was probably my favorite moment of the whole match. because it was that was something creative. I never seen anything like that. All right, now next is Baron Corbin versus Sami Zayn. It was a good match. It was just
Corbin dominated.
Yeah.
Like he figured he would.
Yeah,
Because
and
he's
Sami
just
Zayn-
physically
Bigger.
imposing. And
Yeah.
Sami Zayn, he took advantage at the end and he won. Came out on top.
the haluva kick almost came out of nowhere though, and I like that.
Yeah.
And I love the haluva kick finisher in general. And I mean, we could tell some people got weak finishers, as we're going to talk about when the main event comes. But
I'm glad.
don't spoil the main event.
No, I'm glad Sammy won though. I like Corbin too because he came from NXT as well. But I'm glad Sammy got that one. That's a good one for Zayn.
Yeah, that's a
Sammy.
good win for Sammy, especially it was not like a win where he rolled up tight or
Yeah.
you know, it was a clean win in the middle of the ring, 1, 2, 3, no flukes, no messes up by the referees, no nothing. So it was a very good win from Sami Zayn that he needed. He kept losing, so I'm glad he got the win. But as far as things to talk about, not too much. The women's tag team match with Charlotte, Becky Lynch, and Naomi against Natalya, Tamina, and Carmella. Again, it just felt like a tag team match. It
Felt like a
felt
tag
like
team match. It was unremarkable. There was nothing really, to talk
no
about.
memorable moment besides
No.
Naomi's entrance.
I mean,
Yeah.
Sharpshooter was cool. I mean,
It's a sharpshooter.
yeah, Natalia. I mean, it wasn't a good one. It was just kind of like cool.
It wasn't.
whatever.
Yeah, it wasn't really a good sharpshooter.
She's not really.
It
good
was
at
just a regular format of a tag team match. They wrestle for the first few minutes, and then at the end of the match, everybody gets their spots. And in this case,
pretty much it,
Natalya submitted not Naomi. I'm sorry,
Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch tapped, and I'm convinced somebody's going to turn on that face side. I don't know if it's going to be Becky Lynch or Charlotte. Well, I don't know if Charlotte would technically be considered turning because she never really turned face, but I don't know. I feel like there's going to be a swerve coming on that end very soon, and I'm hoping it's Becky, to be honest.
I felt like it was just a bad match to put on a pay-per-view. I feel like you should have just left that on SmackDown.
It wasn't a bad match to put on pay-per-view because the storyline needed that to be on pay-per-view to progress.
I guess, but I don't understand why that was the storyline anyways to be a
Well,
they have to build that
six-woman
friend-
tag team match.
They're trying to... How it started was Naomi and Charlotte were basically battling, and the rest of the girls, the heels, were mad that they didn't get their shot because Charlotte just basically came to SmackDown and got her shot right away.
Yeah, straight from
right away. So they were all bitter and petty and upset, so they basically interrupted that match, attacked everybody, and in order to even out the odds, Becky Lynch came. So that's the storyline building to there. So I feel like it needed to be on a pay-per-view to go along with the story.
And
Yes.
plus, they formed that little friendship, so they got to build on that too.
Yeah.
It just felt like it was like a C- type of
Yeah, no,
storyline.
I definitely feel you on that one. But at least we had a glimmer of hope because we had Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles, and this was, I want to say match of the night, but the Breezango match was really good. It was fun, but I got to give it to KO.
I'll say
first.
KO gets the match of the night.
It's exactly what you kind of expected from AJ Styles and Kevin Owens, but I still feel like they got more in the tank, and we could obviously tell this feud isn't over. We had Kevin Owens aiming for the knee for the second half of the fight, and it kind of caught up to him when AJ Styles tried to set up the Styles Clash on top of the announcer's table, and his leg got caught. This eventually led for him to be counted out. KO keeps the title. And he kind of attacked AJ Styles after a little bit. I think he super kicked him while getting the championship.
Yeah.
So the feud is definitely not over. And I mean, I'm excited to see a rematch and a program with them in general. They're two of the best.
Yeah, absolutely.
How you guys feel about AJ Styles? I mean,
Dominant. Ever since he came into the WWE, he's took the brand by storm, pretty much.
he was the champion. Not the champion. That's the wrong word to use. He was literally the man of last year. Last year, he held that brand on his back. Mm-hmm. He held the whole WWE on his back.
I feel like he put in more work than Cena.
No,
he
definitely
and all
did.
the other guys that were up in the company before him.
He definitely did. I mean, I think it's clear he's a phenomenal wrestler, and that's
not a question.
Yeah,
no pun intended because
He's
that's
amazing.
his thing.
Wasted his entire time in TNA.
He had.
I mean,
great,
it built him up.
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
But and he was the guy in TNA. But
he actually
could've
had
been-
he
could've
actually
been
had a
WWE.
contract with WWE, not a contract with WWE, but He did a WWE match before he went to TNA.
Really?
It was like part of a tag team, I'm pretty sure. But
Oh, wow.
it was something very small and petty. But yeah, I mean, he needed them TNA years.
Yeah.
I wish he didn't spend that many, but he needed some of those TNA years.
I actually hated him when he came to WWE because...
You hate everybody.
Yeah.
You
Well,
do.
I hate heels, but like that's just because I am who
Because
I
you
am.
grew up watching it, hating the heels, and
Yeah.
loving John Cena
Yeah,
and all the
'cause
good guys.
John Cena is my absolute favorite. So when he came in and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna beat up John Cena," I was like, "Oh, get the fuck out of here! That's my man's. Like, get out of here." So I was kind of tight, but I'm starting to like him a little bit.
So you're telling me you were that kid in the crowd with John Cena's gear and his headbands and his wristbands,
Absolutely.
with the chain word life.
Yeah. I have a spinner chain. I have a John Cena
Yeah,
spinner
so
chain.
do I.
I have a.
God damn it! I literally got it in my room right now.
I have a John Cena football jersey too.
I don't got that.
No.
I had the John Cena
I had the
wristbands and the
hats.
John Cena.
I had the like the whole set. Like I had the word life.
brass knuckles.
Brass knuckles.
The foam brass knuckles.
I think I had those too, bro.
Bro,
Alright, alright.
I think we shopped at the same spot.
We must have.
Here's the real question: did you buy his album?
Yes.
No, you did not.
I swear,
Swear
to God.
it's at my
I
house.
listened.
Really?
Yeah.
Used to listen
I'm the
to it
only
on
person that
repeat.
didn't buy it?
Bro, I
Used
used
to
to
listen to it on
bump
repeat.
that shit.
Yo.
Just another day in the life. Yup.
What?
You have it too?
More
No.
money,
Oh,
more
for
problems.
real?
I ain't got money to solve it. I swear to God.
I never heard the album.
Are
all the
you
DVD,
serious?
all the John Cena DVDs, dude. I was addicted. John
I
Cena's
think I have one
number
in my
one.
room right now too.
I have the spinner belt too. I mean, but what
Yeah.
kid
See,
didn't?
we
every
really
kid
grew
had
up in the
that.
John Cena era, and we like literally, and we saw him come up when we were the kids.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Greatest match, my favorite match that I've ever seen was the John Cena versus JBL 2005 Judgment Day. I quit.
Damn, you remember
my
that on the dot.
favorite, absolutely.
I love that match. I still watch that match to this day. It's a match that holds up for me, and maybe because I was emotionally invested to it. But yeah, I love the blood back then, man. John Cena always looked dope in blood too.
No. How old is Cena? 40 something?
No,
He's
like
30,
late
he's
30s,
39.
37, 38.
I think he's 38. Yeah.
He'll be wrestling for a few more years and then call it.
Well, yeah, he's damn near calling it a day now. He's having a big career in Hollywood soon.
And married.
Oh, I talked about how good Batista was in Guardians of the Galaxy last podcast.
Oh, you did?
Phenomenal. He was phenomenal.
Was he your favorite part of the movie? Probably was.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
Such
Yeah.
a good movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, Chris Pratt was really good too. So like,
Yeah.
it was hilarious.
Baby
But
Groot just kills me.
Baby
bro.
Groot's
Yeah.
great.
Baby
We're all
Groot.
gonna die.
No, what was the one Batista line, bro?
Oh, watch out!
Yeah, what
You're
the girl
beautiful.
get hit with?
On the inside.
You're beautiful on the inside.
No, the one that really got me was when he said, what was it?
Oh, my nipples.
No, not the
That
nipples,
one?
not the nipples. He was like, no, you can do it. I believe in you. And then she did it. He was like, I didn't really believe you. He was such a joke, man. Batista, I kind of miss him now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to watch him in
I
WWE
wish.
again.
Oh man, I miss the Batista bomb.
Yo, the Batista bombs were epic, bro.
Yeah.
When he'll set it up with the thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yeah, I want to go back to WWE Network and watch some Evolution.
Oh, my Evolution's great.
Evolution was so deadly.
Evolution's real good.
Oh my god.
Do you want to hear my transition? We went from Batista being champion to the better Batista and
Stop
Jinder
it.
Mahal.
Don't you ever
Get the
disrespect.
fuck out.
He is jacked.
Batista like that.
He has
Oh my God.
veins popping out of
The
the
Indian
Don't you
Batista?
hinder Jinder. Don't you hinder Jinder 2017.
He said it.
We're not going to do it. No hinder for Jinder all 2017.
We gotta
We
start
have
the
a
hashtag.
new WWE champion. His name is Jinder Mahal. The Maharaji is great once again, even though I do not know what the Maharaji is. The Singh brothers are probably dead right now.
They're definitely dead.
They're definitely dead, right?
Randy Orton killed them, but he couldn't kill Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, how he threw one of the Singh brothers. I want to say his name was like Samayas. I don't know their names, but
He had to break his neck.
He threw one and flipped him the fuck off. And yeah, you could see Randy Orton's face after, and he was like, "Damn, that wasn't supposed to happen."
He said, "Oops."
Yeah, he literally went a little too
A
hard
little
on
too
them.
hard.
But Jinder won. It was a very it started real fast.
Mm-hmm.
Then it kind of got slow again, and it kind of took everybody out. We forgot about Eric Rowan and Luke Harper, but let's not talk about that.
Honestly, yeah, trash match.
It wasn't a trash match. It was just after AJ Styles and Kevin Owens, so it was kind of like the
Luke Harper,
barn burner.
Yeah, Luke Harper. I mean, he deserved to win that anyways.
Yeah, it was just another win for Luke Harper.
Yeah, basically.
But anyways, back to the real main event. Jinder Mahal, the champion. He won with his shitty finisher. It's like I forgot what it's called exactly.
The
Cobra clutch slam.
Looks horrible.
Whatever. He won anyways. So we were looking at the WWE champions, like all the past ones.
Yep.
And because before I didn't really expect Jinder to win, and I said while I was watching the match, if this wasn't the same title that Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels held, I would give this to Jinder right now.
And I knew the result before because I got spoiled by Twitter. So I was really mad, and I knew that Jinder was winning it. And
so you went down the list.
So I went down the list of the worst WWE champions in history, and Christian's absolutely right because Jinder Mahal is the worst.
Yeah, I basically told him that like they don't give that title to just anybody.
Yeah.
And it's a very selective list, and they're all Hall of Famers, and they're all great wrestlers and like legends.
So you're saying Jinder Mahal is going to be a Hall of Famer?
I mean, it's possible.
If we're talking about history, I don't know. Maybe he has a really good run. He might have a really good run, and he's actually like Great Khali's going to be a Hall of Famer, unfortunately.
Yeah,
because of the India audience. Yeah. But that's a big reason why they did this. They wanted more. India is a big market for them, so it kind of gets them all hyped up and into it. But I'm excited for it. Again, if it wasn't the WWE Championship that all the greats held, but
the worst. The worst WWE champions that you could probably say, I mean, before Jinder, I mean, Sheamus, Miz, and Miz is good. Del Rio, that's really about it.
Yeah, you could peep the pattern because they're all pretty new.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would probably say it depends on if we're talking about characters or runs or the Miz. He had a really bad run, but he kind of made up for it because he's been awesome in the last 2 years. Sheamus has been doing good recently, but he came really dominant. Alberto Del Rio wasn't really what they panned out to be, what they wanted him to be, but he was still your champion. I don't know. It's kind of hard. It has to be Jinder so far.
Yeah.
We haven't seen his run though. I'm hoping what they need to do. They just have to give him a long run. He could talk. He could talk good. He's a good promo, so they have to just give him the right promos and write him correctly. And I don't know, I'm kind of excited. No hinder for Jinder all 2017.
I'm still tight about that Del Rio Royal Rumble.
Me and Jesse were watching Royal Rumbles, and we watched the longest one, the 40-man Royal Rumble. And we didn't know who was winning it. I kind of went blank for a second. I didn't recall who won it. And then all to find out it was fucking Alberto Del Rio.
Trash wrestler.
He's not a trash wrestler. He's a trash character. He was a trash character.
Trash character. Trash.
He was just
glad
trash.
He's out of the WWE. Always hated him. Never liked him.
It's just because he was a heel.
No, I don't know. There's some heels that I like.
He was good on Lucha Underground. Please just watch Lucha Underground for me.
We'll see.
It's on Netflix, right?
It's on Netflix. You have to watch Lucha Underground. Lucha Underground is
heel Randy Orton was needed tonight.
I'm excited for Randy Orton losing the championship. That's fucked up, but I am.
Yeah.
He wasn't doing anything with it. And his character is bad. I was expecting him to hold the belt and then eventually turn heel, face AJ Styles at WrestleMania. Now all my plans are fucked up.
Yeah, it's gonna change a lot now.
And I told them that I was gonna, like how I fantasy booked WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna do that for SummerSlam, and I am gonna have to do it with Jinder as champion now.
You think he'll hold the belt that long? Oh, it's May. Yeah, July.
Yeah, it's only a few months. I don't see him losing.
Who would even face?
I have Rusev. Rusev's apparently getting a title shot at Money in the Bank. If Rusev was to win the championship, I'll be fine with that. I love Rusev. Handsome Ruru.
He's pretty dope.
Rusev is amazing. I just don't know, man. I'm gonna have to book with James Ellsworth. You're up next.
Oh God!
I'll never watch WWE.
Hornswoggle was fucking better than him.
Hornswoggle was Death, man.
Hornswoggle was the fucking goat.
Hey, he ran Raw.
Under
the ring.
Yeah. At least you remember the worst moments in WWE history.
Yeah, that's when I stopped watching.
Oh my god.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Wow, the things I tried.
When the general manager got announced, literally that was the last episode
Fucking
I watched for like
Hornswoggle.
years.
Wow, I'm curious. What drove you to stop watching wrestling, Will? Do you remember?
Not really. I just stopped.
When did you stop, I should say? What was the last era you kind of recall?
Right before NXT really started.
NXT brand or like
NXT
Nexus?
brand. Like right after Nexus.
Yeah, that's right about where I stopped.
Yeah, me
Right
too.
after Nexus. They were pissing me off. Hated Wade Barrett.
I hate what they did with Cena too.
So, yeah.
Fired him and brought him back, and then he's part of Nexus. Like,
Yeah, I hated that. I was just like, I'm done.
Yeah, you guys are naming like all the worst moments in WWE history.
Yeah, I feel like they ruined
so
it.
lucky to witness.
I feel like they lost like our whole generation at that point.
Yeah, I think
For
they
a
did.
moment.
For a moment,
they
yeah.
did.
I think that's when EJ started watching. Stopped watching too. I stopped watching. Literally, I remember it was around Nexus, and then I don't recall like CM Punk eventually took over Nexus. I don't remember that.
Yeah,
Because I don't think I was around for that, and
I missed the whole end of CM Punk.
Yeah, I missed the whole blow up of CM Punk. I probably should have started watching there when I heard the rumblings, but no, I definitely stopped watching it then.
You used to like CM Punk, and then I don't know, I love John Cena too much.
Yeah, honestly.
I'm too biased.
Yeah.
I'm too biased with John Cena because then he started to like really hate John Cena.
I could talk about this right now. It's news update, even though it is the review. CM Punk just got an offer from a UK promotion for $1 million to come wrestle over there.
Take it. Get the hell out of MMA.
He'll make so much more
Take
money
it
in
because
WWE.
he'll get the shit kicked out of him in
He
the UFC.
He should go if he wants money. I don't know. I don't think he's that type of person, but he should definitely go back to wrestling because now that he kind of like shied away, his stock just built up and up because people are like anticipating him, and he only got paid $500,000 his first fight, which is probably more than ever Demetrius Johnson made. But
Yeah, sadly.
Let him go be the face of TNA.
no, TNA is a dead horse, man.
Oh my god.
TNA is definitely a dead horse.
Yeah, they're
As long as Punk's out of MMA,
WWE just took all their stars.
he'll be okay.
All of them.
Okay, now last question before we wrap this up. What made you start watching wrestling again?
Roman Reigns.
The,
not the
You
best
guys,
answer.
you guys are saying everything the internet community hates, and I love it though.
Seth Rollins. I hated Seth Rollins, but Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, and Roman Reigns.
So the Shield in general.
The Shield.
Yeah, the
The
Shield.
Shield breaking apart.
Yeah, that's what.
Wow,
really-
we all got common trends because that's when I started watching it again.
Yeah.
I started watching, I think, literally like 2 weeks after the Shield breakup, or maybe even the week after. So
And then Christian got me into NXT, and NXT is dope.
I just started watching NXT like January, so I got a lot of catching up to do.
well, no, I mean, you have the. I can give you the password to my network. I know you already have
mine.
yours.
I pay for mine every.
I'm gonna start. Well, I've been telling them that I haven't been watching NXT weekly, but now that this feud is happening, I definitely will.
Yeah.
I'm excited to watch. This Gargano feud is gonna be something. So, you guys are gonna. If you guys do have the chance to watch it, it's gonna be some of the best storytelling you'll ever see, because that's what NXT is.
No.
So I'm definitely excited for it. The future is bright, but the present, maybe not so. We still not gonna hinder gender all 2017. Right.
Worst WWE champion ever.
Don't ever talk about the
Stop.
Maharaji like that.
He's glorified Brawlick Daivari.
Bro, he really is brolic.
Yeah.
He's
You remember
huge.
Daivari?
Yeah.
He was Great Khali's man. He was like manager with Great
What about
Khali.
Muhammad Hassan? You remember Muhammad
Oh
Hassan?
shit. Oh yeah, I remember.
he-
Weren't they like SmackDown tag team or the WWE tag team champions?
I
I think they were at one
don't
point.
know.
Muhammad Hassan and Daivari.
I don't
at one
remember.
point.
I don't even know who the hell.
I don't
you're
know.
talking about.
You don't know Davari?
Yeah, well, they were trash, so it doesn't matter.
Man.
They're part of WWE
Hey,
history.
I think we all agree Jinder Mahal is better than Great Khali. Whoa! You
I
guys
guess.
cannot hesitate.
Probably.
I guess. I mean, like you need
Great
to get
Khali couldn't move in the ring, bro.
Great Khali.
And then he pinned Undertaker by stepping on him.
Great Khali got attitude adjustment. off the stage by John Cena. So
I hate the name of that finisher.
they need to change it back to the FU.
They
Stop making it kid friendly.
PG.
They need to
John Cena can't say FU.
FU and
He does Make-A-Wishes.
It used to be the STFU, not the STF.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid.
I remember them days.
When WWE did not give a fuck.
Yo, what was the
DX was telling everybody to suck it.
what was the name of the match he had with Batista?
Punjabi Prison.
Yes.
He had that with The Undertaker too.
I think
That
that
shit
was
was trashy.
think
I don't
that
think he
was
ever.
the
He didn't.
stupidest
He
match
never
in
had it with
history.
Batista. He was going to, and then he got injured. It ended up to be Big Show and Batista.
I'm
pretty sure that's
he
what
had
happened.
one with Undertaker. I know that.
That's insane.
Yeah, it was a weird. It was a cool concept, but it was a trash match.
How you come up with that type of like?
How they come up with the elimination chamber?
Yeah.
Elimination Chamber is
That's
fucking
more
so
exciting.
dope.
Elimination chamber is real nice. They got this one thing called War Games, and I never actually seen a War Games match, but it was a WCW idea, and apparently that's really dope.
WCW is so great.
It was.
It was, and then WWE said,
No,
Make it
WCW
rain.
killed itself. But let's not get too off topic. That was our Backlash review, our takeover thoughts. Thank you guys for coming on the show.
I'm ready for Great Balls of Fire.
How are you?
I'm not. It's an awful pay-per-view name, but I'm ready for it.
It's RAR. It's RAR.
Raw XD.
I just stopped. It's Raw, so it's gonna have a good match with whoever wins and Brock Lesnar, hopefully. Are you? Well, Extreme Rules is actually next in 2 weeks.
That's right.
So
Finn Balor's taking
the card for that, just to give you a little preview, is the Fatal 5-Way: Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, Seth Rollins, Bray Wyatt, Roman Reigns. We got Bayley and Alexa Bliss in a candlestick on a pole match. That's a joke. Hardy's versus Cesaro and Sheamus. That's going to be a great match. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Braun Strowman's unfortunately injured. Injured, quotation marks. Hopefully it's kayfabe. I can't think of all the matches on top of my head, but whatever. The Cruiserweight match, which I don't know what it's going to be yet. I don't know. I'm not going to try.
It's going to be Aries.
It's way too. We're literally doing this at 3:20 a.m.
Yeah.
We're dedicated.
I'm dead. And so is kayfabe. Thank you guys for listening. You can catch us on iTunes, YouTube, SoundCloud under the name AllOfTheAboveEnt. My guest, thank you guys, Will, Jesse. I am the voice of the youth Christian, and don't hinder gender all 2017. The Maharaji is real.
Peace.
Whatever the hell that fucking...
Deuces.